アイスっていうかボクシングを好きになったっていうか何がきっかけだったんですか？
好きになったのはほんまにでも世界取って2回目の防衛戦ぐらい勝ってからのめり込んでたかなって感じですね。
最初の始めるきっかけっていうのは
最初本当にボートレーサーになりたかったんですよ。
ボートレーサー、
はい、で高校の時もボートレーサーの試験受けてたんですけど、
はい、
なかなか受かんなくて、で、ボクシングやりたくないけど推薦もらったから大学進学したんですよ。で大学の時もボクシングやってたけどボートレーサーになりたかった。で試験は受け取ったんですよね、でもなかなか受かんなくて、ボクシングでプロで日本5位になったら、特別推薦っていうのがもらえたんですよ、で特別推薦もらうためにプロボクサーになったんですよ。
じゃあそこでもまだボートレーサーになりたかった？
最初の方そうですね。でやってるうちに、日本タイトル、5位に入ったら日本タイトル見えてくるじゃないですか、じゃあ日本タイトル取っとくかみたいな感じで、
なるほ
ど。日本タイトル取ったら日本ランクに入るじゃないですか、世界ランクか。
世界ランク、
じゃあ俺世界チャンピオンなれるんじゃん。
そこでじゃあ切り替わったんですね。
まだ切り替わってないですけど、世界取ってからもうボクシングでいこうかなっていうのは思ったんですけど、
そこまではじゃあずっとボートレーサーになるっていうの
のために
諦めてなかったんですね。Okay, very interesting. He wanted to be a boat racer, a pro boat racer.
Okay.
But he couldn't pass the test to become a pro boat racer. So what he did was he went to a university to get what do you call it? One of those. If you become the top 5 student, you get like a promotion to get to pass the those the boat race test. So he started doing the boxing and tried to become the top 5, and he got to the point, but still he wanted to be a boat racer. So he never gave up his dream to become a boat racer. But by the time he get to the Japanese champion, and he starts seeing like world title class.
Yeah.
So then he was like, okay, I'm focused on becoming a boxer. But his love was really love for the boxing was like when he won the second defense title of the world, his lightweight class, and then he's like really started.
The world title or the Japanese title?
The world title.
The world title, okay.
And then he started like really loving the boxing. So he got into it.
Does he still have any ambitions to want to become a boat racer? Maybe after this whole boxing thing is done.
もしボクシングのそのキャリアが終わった後にボートレーサーになるとかいうまたその
年齢的に厳しいですね。
Yeah, it's gonna be at the age is gonna be the issue for to become the boat racer because I think they're not allowed to after 30 years.
A certain age.
Yeah,
it's a young man's sport.
Yes.
Okay. He's got a. I like it. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, interesting stuff. Anybody who knows me knows that I have a deep love and a deep affinity for the Japanese culture, Japanese boxing, and the Japanese fighters. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was in Japan back in May, a life-changing trip, and I love Japanese boxing. Just to put it blunt, I love the Japanese boxing. Now, with that being said, I saw something that pertained to Japanese boxing that I thought was so interesting, it was worth making a video about. So, I discovered on Twitter recently, and I saw this picture. I couldn't believe the picture when I seen it. But I saw on Twitter that apparently a 16-year-old Naoya Inoue fought a 17-year-old Kenshiro Teraji. And apparently the 16-year-old Naoya Inoue knocked out the 17-year-old Kenshiro Teraji. Now, it's very interesting because, Naoya Inoue is now competing at 122 pounds, super bantamweight. Kenshiro has been a career, light flyweight 108 pounder. So it's kind of crazy to think about. However, they did fight each other, and one thing about Naoya Inoue that I always hear from Japanese boxing fans, people that have been following him since before he turned pro, is that he was always this phenom. And when you look at the highlights that you saw in the beginning of this video of that's Naoya Inoue as an amateur. It just looks like him fighting now, but in a much smaller body. So you could definitely tell that he was built for the pro game, the professional ranks of fighting. And from the Kenshiro side of things, I know from talking to him when I interviewed him in Japan back in May, that he didn't really take boxing too seriously. So by the time when he fought Inoue at 17 years old, from what I've gathered and from what I've researched, and from when I talked to him, him boxing, he was really just boxing because it helped him meet the qualifications to go to his high school, and to also help him become what his ultimate dream was. His first dream in life was to become a speedboat racer, right? Kenshiro's first dream was not to become a boxer. It was always to become a speedboat racer. And he didn't get a chance to become a speedboat racer, and he found out he was pretty good at this whole boxing thing. So that's why he's still boxing. That's why he's light flyweight champion. That's why he's unified, and that's why he's getting closer, and he's trudging forward towards becoming the undisputed light flyweight champion of the world. But it is quite interesting to think about that Inoue and Kenshiro fought in the amateurs, and it's really a shame that nobody has the footage. I mean, I'll say this: this is my call. This is my cry out to humanity. Anybody out there in the world has the Naoya Inoue, Kenshiro Teraji footage, please send it to me. I'll post it on here. I'd love to have it. If you got it, I'd love to have it or see it. Because those are two, you got one guy who I think is definitely going to be a Hall of Famer in Naoya Inoue, and you got another guy who's building a Hall of Fame career in Kenshiro Teraji. Two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, both from Japan, both fighting as amateurs. I mean, it's crazy to think, but just little facts like that let you know that Naoya Monster Inoue was destined for great things. For him to be knocking out guys like Kenshiro Teraji. Now, again, I reiterate, I know from talking to Kenshiro that he wasn't taking boxing all the way serious at that point in time. He was more interested and concerned with being a boat racer, a speedboat racer. But again, it still doesn't take away from the fact that he had a great talent, even if he wasn't giving his full maximum effort at that particular time. He was a very talented fighter, and by all accounts, that loss to Naoya Inoue, the knockout loss to Naoya Inoue in the amateurs, it made him better, and he obviously took that experience, and he continued to get better and try his best and develop his skills in the gym, and it's paid off in the pros, and he's carved out a very nice career for himself. So there really ain't much more I can say. But I wanted to let y'all know, if y'all didn't know, Naoya Inoue, 16-year-old Naoya Inoue, and Kenshiro, when he was 17 years old, fought in the amateurs. And Naoya Inoue stopped his ass when he was 16 years old. So it really just goes to show you just how special of a talent that Naoya Inoue is and still is, So, with that being said, let me know what you guys think. Naoya Inoue stopping Kenshiro Teraji as a 16-year-old when he was, when Kenshiro was 17. What do y'all think of it, and where do y'all rank both these fighters all time in the history of Japanese boxing? I mean, I think Naoya Inoue is making a run at being the greatest Japanese fighter in the world. He's definitely made the biggest impact of any Japanese fighter here in America. I'll tell you that much. Ain't no Japanese fighter had this level of attention in boxing in the USA, where I'm from, that like Naoya Inoue's had. But as far as Kenshiro, I still feel like the best has yet to come. I feel like he's going to really get his flowers and his appreciation in his last couple of fights in boxing when he becomes and tries to become the light flyweight undisputed champion of the world. So hopefully people continue to recognize his greatness, because I do think when you look at the active fighters in boxing, there's very few fighters that have a better case for the Hall of Fame that are active in boxing than Kenshiro Teraji. But nonetheless, I digress. That's my little story for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in, and leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're here at the Hatanaka Boxing Gym in Nagoya, Japan, and for more great videos just like this one, make sure you guys click right here.